The Economic Prosperity Arms Race by Bryan, Andrew, and Gavin.
Okay, first of all, how does a war affect the economical growth? On the bad side,
You're muted.
on the bad side, war could create worries. I'm gonna explain later. It could also create destruction in buildings, a decline in the working population. It could also kill lots of lives. That could make less employment. But on the good side, it could be beneficial in employment, innovation, and profits for business, and lots more. But it can also matter because it can happen in a poor country or in a rich country. So here it could create worries. It's much like because it could kill a lot of lives during a war, and then if there's worries or if there's a population, and then there could be less employment, and then there could be less people to work. But on the good side, if they need help building, destruction in buildings, it could hire a lot of workers. Now, what was the economic growth in USA versus USSR during the Cold War? So, on the USS side, the Cold War helped military, technology, and also brought the US in the European market. And it also helped with more investments for the arms race. The US also faced, or they experienced, economic growth, and the US encouraged entrepreneurs, like such as it encouraged them to make their own business, and free market. There's also a lot of trade for the US. Like there's a lot of possible trades, such as they traded with China, but for the Soviets, they didn't really have any trades. Like the Soviets' money was mainly spent on military, and the people were not so productive, so the economy was getting into trouble. However, they knew during this time of the Cold War, they knew how to create atomic bombs, and they also, just like the US, they got more military and technology. On this side, there was basically no trades. There might be a few, but it was really less. Now, some economical causes. So this will be explained soon on, but the USSR's money was most on military. Then there was the arms race, and then they had to spend a lot of money. And then building the arms race must have costed much money. Then the USSR basically lost, so the economy wasn't as good as it was. And then during that time, Brian will explain it later, but the people in Russia were basically living in a homeless shelter. I don't know how to describe it, but however, the US had good military, and the people, the citizens in there were getting fed, and they liked it there.
Okay, Gavin, your turn.
What? I guess you should show them the image first. Yeah, okay, it's this. So there's a woman, so it looks like she's wearing very wealthy stuff, like the fluffy jacket or something like that. And then it looks, yes, yeah, and then her car, it also looks pretty expensive. And then the newspaper she's holding, well, I think I'm pretty sure it just means wait, can you go to the picture? So I think it means like someone's investigating American woman reporters or something like that, because there's like commission to study the status of American women reports. So and then So the community probably treats them very well. I think. I don't know if I misunderstood this, but I think because like she has free cooked dinner and air conditioning. But then while I was reading it, I feel like I think I just realized that like it says they still get the worst of it. So it probably means so I think it means the men don't think she can do it by herself. So like she can't cook, so they give her free cooked food. She can't wash dishes, so they give her a dishwasher. Um she can't I that's it, I guess.
Both USSR and USA spent billions of dollars in arms race. Why did USSR economy collapse while America going through the golden years? The USSR collapsed because the country wasn't really making any progress or working hard. And because of communism, the business or company is basically owned by no one. I wrote that wrong. So they might go like, I think the other workers can do it and I can like not work hard. And then if everyone or every single worker works like that, then their productivity is very low. And some causes of this is there's no motivation because if it's clear that the US are better than the Soviet Union at that time or the USSR, then they're not going to be very motivated of still catching up. And if the work is lacking, then they're not making money, so the economy will also fail. USSR also spent too much money on military. Almost 70% of all USSR's money went to the military. However, because of this, there wasn't many industries or industries to manufacture stuff for the country and people. For example, lights, TVs, cups, clocks, and like house stuff or any other stuff. And then when the US increased the money for the military, and they said that they might make a missile, which is anti-ballistic missile system, which sort of is this picture. But the USSR also wanted to catch up, but they already had a super high military economy boost. And it was basically impossible of increasing the economy share a bit more. So the USSR ended the arms race in Cold War. In conclusion, in the end, the economy of the USSR crashed because the productivity was so low that nothing was getting done. Also, they were giving too much money to the military, but the money to the citizens were not sustainable. The USSR then had to lose the arms in Cold War. The end. Any questions?